Okay, so apparently the goddess from the Goddess is Rising, the Goddess is Rising herself, High Priestess Steph, has apparently just released a 20-minute video. So let's see what this lady has to say for herself after she's been AWOL for a long time. I mean, I feel about this woman the same way I feel about Brennan, the same way I feel about Jamie, etc. Just clout chasing nincompoops. Dangerous clout chasing nincompoops, in my opinion, allegedly, of course. I'm gonna put this on double time speed because I mean I can't bear to sit through her videos, honestly. It's so it's just so disturbing the way she acts, like she's like her poop don't stank.
Just before we celebrate good times come on, I thought you might like to humour me and join me 40 minutes before the case took place in anticipation and immense confusion on the edge of my seat.
So let's just go ahead and get right into it.
And good evening. How are you? Today is quite an exciting one, although I have more questions than answers. Today we're going to talk about this case here between BJ Corville of That Surprise Witness TV and Lima Jerevim. That Surprise Witness is really my law mentor when it comes to this kind of thing. Without her expertise, I am bumbling my way through. It's just like a game of chess that's just confusing. It has its own like language. Can't make head nor tail of it most of the time. Don't know that I'm going to be able to give you all the facts and details, but you are going to get a lot. And the weather is 31 degrees outside. I'm wondering this. That's nice. I'm a very professional. It's very warm now. It's very warmer than that. Last full moon of the autumn season. Anyway, what's been going on with That Surprise Witness and the litigation that has been occupying her life as a result of Lima from Aura, right, find a case and the silencing techniques. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of hard to summarize in just one sentence. Now, was it September? Was it the beginning of September? Or could it be the end of August? End of August, beginning of September time. We get the news that a temporary restraining order had been taken out against That Surprise Witness by Lima from Aura. An order of temporary restraint. Not the faintest speck of proof to back the allegations now made in round 2 between God only knows who or what. Basically preventing BJ from speaking about her, speaking about any of the nefarious activity that she's allegedly involved in. You guys may well remember that here on the channel we went through some of the court documents, we went through.
So I know I need to pause so that this woman doesn't copyright strike me or whatever she does. I think she's a crook. I think she's a snake. I think she's a skank. I think she's probably Team Lima and just the deepest fake of all of them, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
The various declarations, we had all of these witnesses that were called. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind, let's be honest. And here's what I think I know. I think today's hearing has something to do with the removal of this temporary restraining order. Now, I'm a little confused because initially I thought that the temporary restraining order was like a temporary 2-week thing. First of all,
I mean, airhead is the perfect word to describe what I'm seeing on my screen right now. Airhead. I think this has to do with Why don't you look at a fucking legal document, lady? Quit getting me to do your dirty work.
Completely unwarranted and unnecessary and an obvious strategic move. It would make no sense to take out a restraining order against someone that you A, have never met in person, and B, don't even live in the same state as. In this case, the restraining order has been used to silence intimidation, scare tactics we've seen before. That's the part that I'm really curious.
I mean, this girl loves her freaking face, doesn't she? I mean, I know she's a professional video editor, but good God, man. Self-worship to the nth degree.
Because I think that when we analyze people's actions, we get a really good indication of their agendas. To me, it's fairly obvious that the agenda was to silence BJ.
When we analyze people's actions, we have a fairly good idea of their agendas. So this bitch runs away at the first sign of trouble and then comes back on after BJ shouts her out last night. Yeah.
And to shut down the narrative, right? Hoping the hammer will come down that's sold to the blind, banking on the truth being too muddy to find in this cesspit of the most suspicious kind. Attempts that I've made to support BJ in telling the truth and support the truth in coming to light and support the light in the world have been thwarted by varying other strategic moves.
No, it's been thwarted by your lack of any fucking leadership, lady. Period.
And that's just me. Isn't it curious that whilst BJ was being silenced, other obvious attempts to change the narrative would be made? Isn't it curious that information that was already existing on the internet was going missing? Isn't it curious that things were being adapted and changed? Isn't it curious
get through all of the dramas together.
Since they silenced my favourite law tuber, and I don't really have
My favorite law tuber. What is a law tuber, Stephanie Cobban? What is a law tuber? Since you don't even seem to know how to look up a fucking court document for yourself. You get other people to pay for it. It doesn't belong to the ones who paid. Yeah, it does, bitch. And I will come for you.
access. I mean, I could Google
You
it.
can Google it.
Of course I could Google it. I could try and, like I said, bumble my way through the legal world. And that can't be asked.
Yeah, and since my last communication with this woman was sending her legal documents that Brennan is now screenshotting and making fucking like hate reels about me, I think she and Brennan are like tight as evil twins, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
If I'm honest, it just can't be asked. I am sitting here nonetheless with bated breath because, to the best of my understanding and knowledge, based on BJ's social media posts, I'm thinking that this case today, the outcome of this case today, could determine whether or not that surprise witness is once again allowed the right of freedom of speech.
So she recorded this the day of the fucking thing, and then she's just releasing it now. It's like, bitch, just you know, it's not news. It's just you freaking staring at yourself and. Ugh.
I am absolutely everything, praying, hoping that the law system will pull through and we will get the result that is morally right, legally right, and humanly right. Time in LA now. Okay, it's now 12:55, Monday, 27th of November, 2023 in California, Stanley Mosque Courthouse. It looks like this. I don't want to pay because I don't know for certain that they're going to give me exactly what I want, and I'm not really about to throw my money in a direction of.
Oh, you're not going to throw your money. You're going to have me throw my money, you fucking British cunt. Fuck you, Stephanie Cobban. Fuck you. Or as Lily Allen would say, fuck you very, very much. And I hate what you do, and I hate your whole crew, so please don't stay in touch. For the record, if you're still following and friends with Stephanie Cobban, unfriend me now. I do not have mutual friends with fucking con artists like this twit.
Anyway, these are all the other filings. This is a lot of filings. This is a lot of filings. There was an ex parte hearing on the 21st of September, as we know.
I mean, is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? Like, what is the meaning of this video, lady? What do you think you're gonna get by putting stuff like, oh.
Was denied on the 6th of October, and then a temporary restraining order was reissued on the 17th of October. That might answer my question as to why it was allowed to go on for this long, because
Nope, it does not.
I really feel like it's been months, like 2-3 months.
Yeah, it has.
It looks like a game. It looks like a freaking test game that's going on. So the case is being heard in 20 minutes. BJ investigates. May the truth prevail. May she continue to use her voice to empower herself and others. May we be blessed with 10,000 or more YouTube videos on the subject of some shady happenings. If I get any more information, I'll come back and update you. But if not, we talk on the other side, on the flip side. Or we'll see each other in the comment section of BJ's videos, which I'm very, very excited about.
Today we're going to talk about this case here between BJ Gorgo of That Surprise Witness TV and Lima Durham.
BJ representatives on IG. Sometimes what they don't know. It's who I've been, who I am, all the ways up. And I cannot wait for her to talk about what had happened, what happened. Listen, I was at the edge of my seat waiting and thinking about this BJ. I'm waiting for this girl to talk about. Like, I'm like, did you know she kept it quiet? She kept it very pretty and cute and quiet. And I'm just like, I cannot wait.
I mean, this is cute. Like, if this was her intention all along, was just to use her skills to make, like, you know, BJ fangirl things, yeah, I like it. I just don't like the person behind it. I don't like Stephanie Cobban. I think she's a snake, period. But if she's truly Team BJ, I will wait respectfully and see if she sticks to Team BJ, because I don't trust none of these snakes from Discord. None of them. Not a one.
Say what you say, because I'm ready to find out who I am and realize my full potential. People involved never change. Hello, everybody. How are you doing this fine Wednesday? I'm doing quite extra well today. Well, before you making me pay my attorney fee.
I mean, people think I'm obsessed with BJ. Like, this girl, I don't know. I mean, BJ shouted her out, so maybe they have a friendship relationship that I don't know anything about. But I just feel very uncomfortable when people take my personal videos and then remake their own content out of it. That's how I feel when a lot of you are doing that, like Michelle B and Brennan Layton and Jamie Gilmore. and this Egyptian account and whoever else might be doing it. Billy Goat, all those people. I feel very uncomfortable when you take pieces of my life and you mix it in to get yourself something, which I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. In this case, it seems like Stephanie's trying to like convince BJ that she's her #1 fan, even though she bailed for the last few months while the rest of us were actually working to try to help her win her cases in whatever way we could. I don't know, maybe Steph's been donating anonymously on the GoFundMe. If so, I stand corrected. But if this bitch doesn't want to spend money for court documents and has me spend my money for court documents, and then that's money I can't donate to the legal fund, sounds a little hot snaky to me. Just saying. Just saying.
The demonstrations of self-love and self-worth and integrity and honor the actions of standing by what we say we stand by.
3 for 3, 1 to go.
The power in that is phenomenal. It's magical. It's life-changing, world-changing, pattern-changing, phenomenal. If you're okay with expressing authentic emotion,
I have another word for it, for this. It's parasocial. Just saying.
you are brilliant. Like, you're brave. Wow. And I love it. I'm so inspired and I'm motivated and like empowered by that.
I'm like waiting for her to go live because I just want to hear how she's doing it.
So it's gonna be one of those ones where we're here for a while. Grab a snack, get your water.
I'm frizzy, fatigued, and probably filthy. Also, I have been crying a little bit. Full moon vibes. Piscean and Outlander.
Oh, with the tears, you know, like, oh, be nice to Steph. She just needs some time and space. She's in the editing room.
Anyway, we have heard, at long last, we have heard from Queen BJ Colville herself a little bit about her adventure.
Oh, and that's the other thing. It's like, sometimes I'll call BJ Queen in like, you know, just in sort of a, because she calls herself Queen, you know, like if she says Queen something, I'll say Queen back to her, but BJ is not my queen. Okay. Mary in heaven is my queen. All right. And, that's just my cultural tradition. Okay. And not being British, I don't wear crowns or anything. Oh, I gotta take this screenshot for my thumbnail. This is perfect.
And she's speaking, she's using her voice, and she's able to talk to us about some of her experience of this litigation lunacy. Oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for us, for the truth, for everybody that is emotionally invested. And do you know what? Above all else, I am raring to get back on with it. And now we have even more questions, like how are Lima and Brian connected? Brian is a character that I didn't really ever want.
How are Lima and Brian connected? Babe, like, you can't take a few months off and then ask basic questions. BJ answered those questions in her live yesterday, okay?
Well, much on this channel because I feel like that's exactly what you want, and you need to like starve the beast, you know what I mean? Don't feed the trolls. But it's interesting, this guy, he isn't interesting whatsoever, but his behavior is worth an analysis or two, I would say. Did he approach Lima? Did she approach him? Of course, if Aura was a legitimate company, which we all kind of know is not the case, allegedly, if we just assume for a moment.
If this is all like a spoof or something, more power to her. But otherwise, if she's like really thinking she can just like phone it in after we were all doing the work, nah. Nola Mama don't play that.
That Aura is not a company, although BJ did mention that could indeed be a division of a larger entity. But like, let's just assume it's not a real legitimate thing, really saving lives and fixing people's traumas. They wouldn't have a reputation left anyway, would they, after this? They just wouldn't. After Lima taking out these kind of lawsuits, after everything, I don't think so. But I'm super curious as to why swaying the narrative has been such a huge part of the agenda. If you don't have a company to keep, then what are you hiding? What are you hiding? You're hiding, what are you hiding? And I'm particularly interested in talking about this because we are fast approaching the 1 year anniversary. Dahlia Takali, police body cam footage in Tulsa, Oklahoma, accusing her mother of.
Yeah, and isn't that the same date of the court hearing for BJ? Oh God, every time I stop, she's got some other weirdo face on. I gotta grab these because this is just.
Trafficking, stem cell harvesting, honestly, some stuff that would make even the most prolific of true crime investigators shudder a bit. One of the biggest questions that I've got that I think we should answer in an upcoming video, because I have got some intel, got some information, is who might be funding all of these lawsuits of Lima's? Who might be funding it? Brian and Lima, I mean, we're one step away from Lou.
I have got some intel and I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna manipulate everyone into, you know, participating in my cartoon level legal analysis.
What are we looking at here, people? What are we looking at? Still got questions. I still got so many questions, so many questions, so many questions. Stop looking at my nails. I've been busy, all right? I've been decorating. I've been busy editing videos that are never going to see the light of day because I find it hard to like really.
Oh, that's really important work. Editing videos that are never going to see the light of day because I found it hard. Then don't be a video editor, babe. I mean, like, just be a full-time fangirl or whatever the fuck. Ah, I mean, she irritates me almost more than Brennan. At least Brennan keeps her ugly face off, except for in that one video she did with Steph. I feel like I should react to that one after this, but oh man.
Find my calibration and like realize like what am I actually interested in? Because I mean,
because like I can do whatever I want. I don't need to take responsibility for this group that I started and that, you know, I mean, everyone else can take the fall for it and I can still be like BJ's #1 girl. Ugh. Creepy lady, man. Creepy lady. I wonder if she was the one that said she lives in the UK, so she can't wear camo. Ugh. Girl. Because you don't want to look like the British soldier that you are.
Thrilled to join BJ's life.
To real British soldiers, like, you know, have you got no fucking homes of your own? Otherwise, you know, I guess somebody's got to defend that place. There's a lot of non-British British people living there, so I guess somebody's got to defend it. I just wish they'd get the fuck out of the island of Ireland. Shout out to Gigi Devine! And rest in peace, Shane McGowan. My boo. My boo. I met him on Bourbon Street at the same bar where they filmed that ragdoll video that Steven Tyler, and Steven Tyler's such a creep, but Shane McGowan and all the folks were so sweet to me. I had just seen them the night before at Tipitina's. This was back in summer of '88. Yeah, like while I was on my summer break between my first and second year at Boston University. And I worked at this gallery in the quarter called Persian Boy Publishing, which is no longer there, but they owned a bunch of different galleries. And it was the summer of the Republican National Convention in New Orleans. And I was also a media intern there because I was studying journalism at school, unlike this broad on your screen right now, who apparently didn't go to school or started school and left because she was pregnant or whatever. I mean, I got pregnant right out of college, but at least I finished my degree, and plenty of people go back and finish their degrees after they are pregnant. But apparently this broad was just, you know, whatever, happy being uneducated and just babbling, as far as I can tell. And yeah, again, I need to keep giving commentary because otherwise I know this snake will strike me harder than she already has. And by that, I don't mean my YouTube channel. I mean my actual personal well-being. I hold her responsible for being a pussy and walking away. Ugh, just look at those eyes. I mean, she's like all into this witchcraft and shit. I mean, she's just, ugh. I'm sorry. I thought she was pretty, but now I see behind the filter, man, she does have nice teeth. I will give her that. If those are her real teeth, that's some excellent teeth for a British person, especially considering Shane McGowan. But yeah, I met them at the God, Rachel must know the name of that bar that the Steven Tyler ragdoll video was filmed in on Bourbon Street. I'll have to ask her when we talk for our next podcast. And Rachel, I hope to God this woman hasn't gotten to you. I know she's gotten to a lot of the others in our little crew, but yeah, you don't want to know this lady. You don't. I mean, maybe for business purposes, maybe you want to collab with her, if that will get you some clicks and views, but please don't let her into your life the way we've let other people she brought into my life into our lives, because it doesn't end well. It just doesn't end well for us. And it ends peachy cream for little Miss Stephanie. So yeah, I'm really grieving Shane McGowan's death. I mean, I did a very, very raw video earlier today, and apparently my top mod was too busy modding for someone else that you can figure out if you look at the screen right now. And I don't play that way. No. You're not friends with me on one day and friends with Brennan on the next day. You're not friends with me on one day and friends with Stephanie on the next day. We either all stand together or we all fall together, because I am independent. Okay. The word of the day is I am still independent. I am still have my integrity, and I am invincible. And I will not let any of these bitches take me down. Nobody, whether I've known you 35 years or, 3 weeks, I will not let any of y'all take me down. Okay. I have fought too hard to build the life that I have and that I'm very proud of. And none of these internet cunts are going to take me down. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But yeah, Shane McGowan, oh my God, I saw him so many times, all my girls that saw him with me through the years. I mean, the first time I saw him, he was opening for Steve Earle and the Pogues were opening for U2 at the former Sullivan Stadium in Foxborough, Mass, which has changed names so many times since then. I don't even know if it's still Gillette. I don't even know what the stadium's called now. But yeah, and then I saw him again the following summer at Tipitina's in New Orleans. And so it was 87, I saw him the first time, 88, I saw him the second time. And I mean, I would travel all over. I saw him I'm pretty sure they played the Fly in Finsbury Park. I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, you're the measure of my dreams, the measure of my dreams. Oh God. I mean, yeah, Shane, irreplaceable Shane McGowan. There will never be another human quite like that amazing artist of a man. Anyway, all I had for them to sign my program, because back then you used to give you programs when you went to a concert. So for my Tipitinas, I had the the magazine program with all their stuff in it, and it was really cool. Oh, and they had a song at that time, "Shall Met by Moonlight to Take Away the Pain." I was like, "Shall Met, shout out the parish." And so anyway, all I had in my bag was brown eyeliner, because I used to wear makeup. I don't wear makeup anymore because, as anyone who's been watching knows, my dad slapped my face and then left my mom because I was wearing makeup one day when I was 14. So I don't wear it anymore because I feel like it incites male violence on me. But back then, I guess I still was kind of sneaking my makeup in my bag. I was, 18 at that time. I was 18. And so I see them all in the bar, and I'm like rushing to get to work because I worked for this gay couple, and they were, they were nice to me. They were good to me, but they didn't, you couldn't come in hungover and all that. Definitely not. So, and I was totally hungover because I'd seen the Pogues the night before. So I see them and I'm like, oh man, I need to get to work, but this is like a once in a lifetime thing. So I like sneak in the bar. I'm like, hi, I saw you guys last night. I'm like, I have my program with me. Would you guys mind signing? They're like, and so I'm rushed for time. And so all I can find is my brown eyeliner. Okay. And it looks like poop, when they're signing it. It's like Shane wrote, "Love ya, Shane, XOXOXO," and then Spider wrote something, and they all of them were in there, and they all signed it, and they're just so sweet. And then finally one of them had gone around to the back of the bar to try to find a pen. Because back then, I mean, I don't know, like it wasn't so much credit cards, like people paid cash in bars back then, you know? So like somehow they went and found a pen and he came out and he signed it like so beautifully. And I held on to that forever, except it was in a storage unit back when I was homeless in Somerville, and it all got trashed basically because I couldn't pay for the storage unit. So like just all my memories, like my children's photos, everything trashed because I was too poor to pay for my storage unit. And my fucking family wouldn't keep my shit for me. So I have no patience for this privileged little fuck cunt.
Like thrilled. I've been really wanting to hear about her experience, and I feel like it's going to take a while to process it all. I know just from my like tiny weeny angle that I had witnessed that it's been a really long, weird summer to process. Let's just say it was a long, weird season, summer to autumn. I cannot even begin to imagine how it's been for BJ, because the levels of intimidation that are used, that we've seen played out.
You can't begin to imagine how it's been for BJ. Well, I think she told us how it's been for her on her video yesterday. So why are you putting this out now? We all know how it's been for her. She has spoken. Move on to something else, Steph.
It's seriously psychologically effed up. It's fucked up. Like, we should not be living in a society that is governed by fear. We just shouldn't. And like, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in any of these systems whatsoever. Every now and again,
maybe we shouldn't be afraid to face the responsibilities we've actually taken on in our own lives, is more like it. A society that's governed by fear. I mean, maybe the UK is governed by fear. I don't know. You don't live in our society, Steph. So, you know, why don't you research the mental health laws in the UK if you really want to contribute to the conversation? Otherwise, as Jamie said, you're an airhead. I'm just waiting for whatever the poem's going to be in this edition of Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, who's the limiest of them all.
and they pull through. Every now and again, they pull through.
If you know, you know. Shout out to Jim Savage, who passed away almost a year ago. I think would be his birthday this weekend and Brittany's birthday this weekend. And oh God. So yeah, December 6th is the date of the body cam footage. And that's also the date, coincidentally or not, that the New Jersey case is going to be heard.
Through. Is it with our good energy and the vibes that we're putting out here? Perhaps. Some of it was getting so weird science. It really was getting so weird science. It is.
Maybe if you just communicate with people, it wouldn't seem so weird to you, lady. Like maybe if you just participated in the group conversations we were having, we would have all been on the same page and we would have all seen who the snake was instead of you writing fucking weirdo poems about me, bitch.
Getting weird science. When we start abusing the law system, like what a mess that is. I mean, it's already a messy part of the matrix. It's already a super like dysfunctional.
Sounds like this lady's never really been through the law system. I mean, she says her marriage broke down. I don't know if that means she got divorced or what, but it just doesn't sound like she's ever had a legal concern in her life. And also in the UK, you don't need to go to like as much schooling as we do here in the US. Like all she would have had to do to get a law degree is 4 years of school after high school. You know, we have to do 4 years plus another 3 years. Okay. That's oppressive. And then she could have come over here and gotten licensed in, you know, like she could just done an LLM for 1 year and gotten licensed to practice law before BJ even could. Like, I mean, like these privileged, un-American people, they have no clue. I think she said she's never even set foot in the US. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. But I believe she said she always wanted to come to the US, but she never did. Girl, get on a plane. I mean, I wanted to go to the UK. My dad took me for my high school graduation, and then I started getting myself on my own plane ticket, on my own money, from my own, you know, as often as I could.
System. And then when people abuse it because they can, because it's dysfunctional and there are loopholes, and you know, learning how to abuse the machine.
I would love the left-handed violin. I don't know. I'm left-handed, so I don't know if left-handed people play. Oh, I guess you put it on your right shoulder and you play with your left hand. I would assume. I don't know.
Becomes like a profession in itself, right? Like trolling becomes a profession in itself, right?
And you're the breeding ground for the trolls. Apparently, your sacred server is the breeding ground for the trolls. just can't with her. I cannot with her. And the fact that the other puffball crew members are like sniffing her bum right now. Girls, I can make my own headbands. Thank you very much. I've made plenty of them. In fact, here's one of my little custom design headbands right here. Let me put it on. Oh, I love this one. This one's one of my favorites. I don't need no crew to be Bonnie Boo. My God, I do need to get these better situated though. But you know what I'm saying. Maybe I'll put this one on. I'll put the mint green on today. Oh God, I can't stand to look at myself on camera with them, but you get the point. It was a crafting project and it turned out to be tradecraft, as they say in the intelligence community, of which this broad has zero intelligence. The word of the letter of the day is I, and the word intel. Is that short for intelligence? Or I think I'll have a cup of tea.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the day when they start paying people to bottle the air and put the labels on it and sell it back to us.
I think they do already do that in some parts of the world, lady. Google it.
Like, yeah. And so anyway, I don't follow BJ for the law particularly. I follow for
let's just go. Let's see. All right, where are we here? We're 1619. All right, let me go to 1610. Okay. And I'm going to slow this down just so we can hear this in her actual, because I have it at double speed because I just can't waste any more time on this bitch than I've already wasted. But let's see.
I don't follow BJ for the law particularly.
She said it. You heard it from the horse's mouth. I don't follow BJ for the law particularly. What do you follow her for? Because you wish you were her? I don't know.
I follow for the shade illumination, for the light being shone, for the whistleblowing, that side of it.
Whistleblowing is the law, lady. Like, you can't whistleblow without the constitutional protections that we have in this United States of America. Okay, so maybe read up on some US history and then come back and take a look at BJ. I mean, it's just, you're making a mockery of who I believe to be the greatest hero of my lifetime in this country. You're belittling her. You're reducing her to some sort of a entertainment person. And I know she has to say edutainer for her, for her own legal reasons, but she is a woman of substance. She is a woman of such substance. We're not even scratching the surface of the substance of BJ Corville. And so for this girl to just make these ridiculous fluff piece videos, I mean, they're cute. I'm sure BJ likes them because, everybody likes a fan, right? But yeah, Steph is just a woman of no substance, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
The law,
I mean, except maybe marijuana, if you consider that a substance, which I don't. I consider it a plant. But yeah, she's just a woman without integrity, without intelligence, and the opposite of invincible. I mean, this woman crumbles at the first sign of trouble. And that's not the kind of woman I want to be. It's not the kind of woman I want to be friends with. It's certainly not the kind of YouTuber I want to give any extra oxygen to after this video. I'm never watching another one of this bitch's videos again, ever. I don't care. I don't care if she starts making spoof videos about me. I don't care. I'm not watching them. I don't like her. I don't trust her. Period.
itself, as I said,
I'm thinking maybe she was adorable Army 50 all along, because those accounts came out right after she kind of disappeared, didn't they? And And since she doesn't follow the law, she probably thought, oh, well, I can do this. This will help BJ. Well, you know, and it was her email address in those posts. And maybe she was trying to set Brennan up. I don't care. They both are snakes as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm just screenshotting all this with the captions under it because it just reminds me, like, I'm too smart a lady to have not seen through all this at first, you know. And I think I did when I started the BAMANDAHLIA server. I kind of realized, yeah, these bitches are not here for the three human beings I'm here for. Bam Margera, free him now from his court-ordered sobriety. Let the man choose a pathway to recovery that works for him and his beautiful lady. Justice for Amanda Rabb. Thank you, Rabbit, for continuing to expose all the corruption, all the levels, all the entities that led to beautiful Amanda's untimely, unnecessary passing at age 25. And of course, the lovely Dahlia Tequali, I think she says Tecali. I think she says Dahlia Tecali. I don't know. I would have to see the body cam footage again, and I don't know when that'll ever be shown again. But yeah, let Dahlia paint. Let Dahlia act. Let Dahlia earn her own income. Even if she's disabled, she can earn an income. Okay, she can act in community theater if you don't want her on YouTube, but don't keep her locked in that house without being able to go out. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like to see human beings treated the way I was treated for so many years.
It's not my favorite aspect of a matrix. It isn't. It doesn't serve to function for the people, and it very much still enforces slavery, which is what we nowadays call HT. You know, the transportation of a human being. And it's not like it's a profession that's just appeared. And I think that the so-called justice system plays a big part in keeping that faction of society alive.
Mistress of the obvious much? I mean, she's just babbling. She's babbling, and then she'll probably get like 2,000 views on this or something. I mean, it's.
And someone like Lima, who clearly does not have any respect for autonomy, which is so ironic that she would put the word autonomous in the business name, though very doubtful that she would have named the business.
It's not ironic, it's intentional. It's marketing to facilities that are looking to have autonomy over users, i.e. substance users, so that they can rehabilitate them as an agent. Okay, for somebody who's so in love with words, she didn't get the assignment.
I mean, aura. Yeah. So anyway, doesn't care for people's rights, doesn't care for people's freedoms. Like, we could argue all day long about Bam's state of mentality and like the condition and stuff. And I've got some theories on that, on why Bam presents himself the way that he presents himself. I feel like he's probably got a lot of that Arrested Development.
I've got some theories, and I'll share them with you someday after Bam's dead or something. I mean, like, she's a seductress. That's what she is. She's a seductress. What did I put on? I said, so Brennan was the brains and she was the beauty behind the operation. And I'm standing by that.
Stunted growth shenanigans going on, you know, maybe didn't really develop beyond the age of about 15 or 14, and thus, you know, probably does need a little bit of extra support, but who doesn't? Who doesn't need support?
Bam is a grown-ass man, and he's got all the support he needs in his beautiful woman. Fucking freak show.
Ugh. Show me the human being who thrives unsupported. I'll just wait here. So
I thrive unsupported, because to me, I support myself, God supports me from above, and I rock on. Nola Mama rocks on. This woman, full of her damn self.
So in that sense, we are all vulnerable. We're all vulnerable to this. We can all get duped. We can all be brainwashed. We can all get catfished. We can all be susceptible to trusting where.
I don't think I was catfished. I think I was scapegoated by these catfishers, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
and we perhaps shouldn't trust. We can lie, we can all cheat, we can all scheme. You know, we get to choose what we do, and our actions speak pretty loudly. So yeah, still got questions over here.
Our inactions speak even louder, Steph. Running away and coming back after the battle is won is not the leader of that surprise army, okay? That's a coward. You're a coward.
Yeah, still got questions. Did I mention that I still got questions?
I don't even know how to come back to that. I mean, I'm a little worried for her. Not like trying to, you know, get her locked up or anything. I just think she's in an echo chamber. And I think she's got too many enablers in that echo chamber, in my opinion, allegedly, of course. Speaking of which, whatever happened to all of our messages of hope for BJ? Did those come at the end of this or no? Or did you just trash those? All those things you like forced us to give you, where I like spoke my heart and soul out to BJ, and that message was left in that Discord. Then you have that. You have my voice speaking to BJ, and you're gonna make me pay for it to get it back? Like what is your end game, Stephanie Cobbin on IMDb? What is your end game?
Like another question that I keep wanting to know. Like, why are Mark and Lima friends? Like, what?
Because they're trafficking partners, you fucking dumb bitch.
Why? What is that? What are they both interested in? Where is their common ground?
Is she intellectually disabled? What do you mean, what is their common ground? You're such a dumb fuck.
Like, what is it? You both live in that area? I mean, like, what is it? What does Mark do in his spare time?
Traffics people? Is she trying to be funny? Like, what the fuck, girl? What the fuck? In Amanda's words, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Snakes and amphibians?
Oh my God, she must be like tripping or something. I mean, I hope she's on some, you know, psychedelic journey. Like, that would make sense. I've been on psychedelic journeys before. We'll talk about that another time, but oof. She looks rough. Thank goodness. Because I made that video the other day, like, she looks so great. I feel so rough. Now I see we can all look rough if we want to, and we can all look fantastic if we want to. So I choose to look right in the middle. A little rough, a little fantastic. Trip the light fandango. I know that's not the one I want. What was the one? Spill the wine, dig that girl. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Yeah, that was my psychedelic experience back in 2011, prior to the involuntary lock.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm just saying, so many questions. But
I don't know, so many questions. Well, I got some answers. In a nutshell, the answer is you're the squirreliest squirrel of them all, Stephanie Cobbin, in my opinion, allegedly, of course.
I think what I really want to delve into is who's funding this? What's the source? Because they now have to pay BJ's legal fees. They have to pay BJ's legal fees.
I mean, does she not have, does she do anything besides like watch videos and write poetry? Does she not read a newspaper? Does she not investigate things? I mean, she's just really, I never realized it until now, but she's not intellectually gifted like the rest of us are. So she's artistically talented, uses those talents for self-serving purposes, and just doesn't have a lot upstairs. Her daughter is a fantastic musician, though, or I don't know if her daughter is non-binary or whatever. Like, Flora is a fantastic musician. I love Flora's music. I listen to it every day. I listen to more of Flora than I even listen to Goriana, to be honest. I wish Goriana would come up with some more songs and I could like mix them all in together. But yeah, no, there's something about this woman's eldest child that speaks to my soul. I can't imagine being raised by this woman, to be honest, but whatever.
Fees. Although BJ has mentioned something to do with a date in 2025, which means that it's unlikely that she'll get any of her fees paid for until then. So,
and this is not brain surgery, lady. It means we still need to contribute money to her fund. which I haven't checked lately to see if you have. I don't know if you ever contributed under your actual government name.
The GoFundMe is still very much open. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, like you don't know, like
Yeah, like we didn't already watch it from her. Like we don't need a recap from you, lady.
you don't know, you know it is open. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, cool, what a ride it's been. I don't know, what a ride, what a roller coaster. Like I said,
You think your ride's been a roller coaster? Bish, please.
and I'm still processing many things. But
So processing many things, like, why does Bonnie hate me? Because you're very hateable.
you know, paying close attention because I'm a human being and I actually care about what happens to the human
Are you a human being? I have questions. I have a lot of questions on that. Are you a human being or are you some sort of AI magician? I don't know.
beings. And like our compliance is what is allowing these entities to get away with this.
I don't comply. You might comply. You might comply a little too much, lady. Try to stand up. Try to rise up. What was that Irish patriot saying? The great appear great because we are on our knees. Let us rise. Okay. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I'm not sure. I know someone has said that she's disabled, and I saw Leah pushing her around when they were in Belgium or whatever, or Amsterdam, whatever they were. So if she is indeed disabled and cannot physically rise to her feet, I apologize. That I don't mean that in any way against anyone's actual disability. I just mean metaphorically rise, since she is a poet. Like, rise up. Quit seducing and stand up and just mama up. That's what, you know, like, just these women, they act like the world and men owe them some kind of sugar. They don't. Doesn't matter how pretty you are, doesn't matter how ugly you are. You earn your sugar. Buzzy bees, some working hard for that honey, others with sticky paws. Whew.
This shit and we comply because we go along with it. Like, you know, imagine we were back at the playground, like if there were kids playing war or kids playing some game that you just did not want to play, some power struggle game, some power tripping, power struggle, greedy ass, twisted, you humans become quite obsessive game, right? And you can see the rules are like, you know, one-sided or whatever, unfair. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. You just say, you're like, no, I'm all right, thanks, I'm not playing. I'm okay, I'm cool. I'm gonna go and play like Rockstars or something over here, you know? And I feel like,
okay, so that kind of in a nutshell is her approach to things. If the game gets too hard and she can't figure it out, or she thinks she's going to lose, she just goes and plays off something else by herself. She's not a competitor. She's not a competitor. Okay. I think of myself as more of a collaborator in the positive sense, not collaborator as in like criminal conspiracy collaborator, as I'm still trying to figure out if she's one of them. She could just be a lone rogue agent, just fucking other people up one person at a time, whereas the other ones are gang, the insane clown pussies, MJ Ultra, gang members. And I'm trying to think, who was the one friend that told me, was it Michelle B? Was it MJ? Who was the one friend in that poem you published on the morning of October 16th? And then it mysteriously disappeared from the internet. I got screenshots.
so much of it energetically comes down to that. We play the game. We read about the celebrities. We talk about the celebrities. We feed.
No, I don't read about and talk about celebrities. I guess that's just me and her. I could give a shit less about celebrities. Maybe back when I was her age in my late 30s, yeah, you know, but nah. I don't care about celebrities. I care about Britney Spears. I care about Bam Margera. I don't consider him a celebrity. I consider him a victim of Lima Abramovich. I mean, he happens to be someone with a huge following and notoriety, but I don't know. I don't know, what's a celebrity? I guess it comes from the word celebrate. Celebrity. I should look up the dictionary definition of that. Yeah.
The system with our energy, with our currency of money, which is the system in itself. We interact with this. We like the social media stuff, clicks and views. So all playing our part out here, which does make us complicit. My brain, yeah, she's tired. She's tired, and she sings when she's tired. You see what I'm talking about? Any one of us. I can look up any one of us.
Is she making fun of me now? I don't know. I sing when I'm tired, and I've been fucking tired since the day I met this woman.
They actually could stop looking at my freaking nails. I will.
But I got some good sleep this morning until I found out my friends were modding for this twat.
Get them done. I'm going to take some time to like, yeah.
Take all the time you need, stuff. Take till 2025. Why don't you go back in 2025 after the legal fees have already been paid and the GoFundMe's have already been, you mean like, must be nice to just drop in and say hello and then cheerio and then parasocial parasite.
Figure some things out. Oh, I'm always taking time to figure things out. Let's be honest. It's always a thing.
Facts. I'm always taking time to figure things out while everybody else is doing the work.
Always the processing that we're.
Doing the work, as Court Orrid said. I can't wait for Court Orrid to come out with her, video. Oh, sorry, I'll talk to you in February. Oh, hi, DJ. Congrats on the win. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Do not contact us again. Dealership hate. Oh, God. It's frauds.
That we journey through. Yeah. So on with the show, I guess. Onwards we go. Onwards we go. Each exploring differing avenues to try to get to the truth. And
no, Bish, I got to the truth. I got to the truth before you were born, hun.
uncover what's really going on here. I mean, I think most of us can sense that it's like a lot bigger than it seems. It's like when you're gardening and
it's like a lot bigger than it seems. It's like it's like let me think of a metaphor. I'm waiting for the poem. Thank God it's only 2 minutes left. So if it's a poem, it's gonna be a quick one.
putting up a plant or whatever, something growing, and you think you've got the whole root, but you keep putting and like this thing just goes on and on and on. And that's what it feels like when you try to explain the cases surrounding Nima Famora. Just like a labyrinth would be a good word for it. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you and vacate the labyrinth for the time being and get back to my outline.
I'll pray for you, Steph. I'll pray for you.
I'm going, swoon. All right, lots of love. See you soon. Thanks for checking in. Bye for now.
Kind of starting to look like it's all just made up bullshit in my personal opinion and speculation, which is not defamation. Speculation ain't defamation. Anyway, it's all just a bunch of confusing data. It's a confusing rabbit hole. It is an absolute wild goose chase. It's starting to look to me like this isn't accident. This isn't good faith, oopsie daisies. It's starting to look to me, in my opinion, and speculation conspiracy theory, that it's intentional, that all of this stuff is being done for the purpose of confusing people, covering up and concealing what the actual truth is and who these people really are. I will absolutely not stop investigating this until I have some type of satisfactory answer. In the meantime, that's defamation. Let me get on.
Okay, so if her main talent is as a visual artist, okay. I mean, I'd give her like a B minus. I don't know if the UK uses the same grading scale, but I'm talking about like, A plus down to D and then F. I'd give her a B minus. And there's a lot of things. I mean, I'm probably like a D minus at stuff like this, if not an F. Okay, but I don't think she's good enough at it to claim any expertise. But if it's the best she's got and that's what she's giving us, I guess I'll just say it's not my cup of tea. To use a Stephism. I hate this thing. I hate this ending. It creeps me out. I mean, I think she really thinks that she is a goddess, and wow, I mean, I just don't have that kind of ego. Never did, never will. But y'all have a nice day. Bye.